Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so it's good to be back, guys. And we're going into December, but let me tell you, before we go into December and I come back to cover those transits, those isolated transits, let's just say this, we're going into December with a bang. And there's a couple reasons why this is happening. First and foremost, we cannot forget the fact that we are wrapping up this year. Okay, well, we're wrapping up the year. However, we still have some interjects to finish out. This is the thing. The years are calculated and determined by the numbers that they add up to. So we're in the year of the 9, and then when we move into January 2026, we are going to be in the year of the 1. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's adding up to 10, but it's going into 1. So this is the thing. Let's look at this the way that it is. Go from the 10 to the 1, which is, I'll do a separate video on this. We are seeing how we are overcoming struggles and overcoming and triumphing, right? Because 10 could mean difficulties, challenges. A lot of people have faced a lot. And, this particular year has been the test of us understanding ourselves, using the situations around us and how we're seeing things play out. I mean, guys, we have collectively been seeing things play out since COVID. Okay. So yes, the age of Aquarius, how they group everything together. It's not isolated events. I mean, there's isolated events, but we're all been affected by it. We're all seeing it play out. We can see this done on social media. It's like, it's nothing that people won't miss so the fact that we are able to advance with knowledge, I mean, you may call some of it not the best of knowledge, but it's still something that we can learn off of, right? It's information. So we can see some people and we can say, hey, I don't want that lifestyle. We can see some people and we can say, hey, you know what? I was there. I know where that person, I can relate to that person. I know where they're coming from. We can see other people. We can say, hey, this is where I want to get to. Whatever the case may be, it was really, even though we're seeing all this play out, even though we see this happening amongst other people in reflection to ourselves, it really was a huge, huge mirror, that was being reflected back to ourselves. And this is the thing, because where we'll all see ourselves benefit, there will be some more than others. There'll be some in a physical sense, a spiritual sense. So let's not be too hard on ourselves. Let's keep reframing from looking at the next person and feeling that they got everything together or things are going right for them and not for you. Every little thing, every little win counts. But I'm going to tell you too, with Saturn is going direct in the sign of Pisces. That's the reason for this video. And I see it as Saturn solidifying a dream. Now, this is the thing, because we have our personal birth charts where Saturn sits, and then we have, especially transiting Pisces, and then we have our signs, the sun and rising. You can even include your moon if you like. However, this is the thing. We have that, and that's what those are the placements that I'm covering. Your sun sign, your rising sign, however you want to put it. And so in your personal chart, this is playing out too. You got to see where Pisces is. You have to see where Pisces is. And this is the thing. This could be huge developments and rewards. Saturn is handing out rewards, especially for people that have done the work. And I hate to keep saying that. I hate to sound cliche, but I'm not going to sit here and just make up things. And you know what? I'm going to assume, moving forward right now, I'm going to assume that the people that are looking at my video right now are the people that's done the work. And let me tell you, work could be very, very simple in its levels, in its degrees. Okay. We can't forget this, because the planets play out in degrees. The houses play out in degrees. So there's degrees to this. Remember, as above, so below. We got degrees in our physical world, in our physical reality. So we know that this exists. And it looks like how you're going to be getting a reward. Because remember, it's Saturn. Saturn is like, okay, we got huge rewards for some. And then we have maybe those are for the some are the ones who has spiritually developed, has emotionally developed, has mentally developed. We have some other rewards going out and milestones going out to individuals that have the consciousness, like it's aware. They're aware All you need is some awareness. It's like, okay, well, I'm aware of these things that I want to change or about myself that I need to develop. However or I need insight on, information on, right? Because you have to put something in to get it out. Remember? Input to output. This device that I'm using, this microphone, when you go set it up in the settings, input to output, baby. That's how it works. And you have to keep that in mind, but we just moving forward. These are huge developments for a lot of people, huge rewards. Saturn is rewarding, and what is so glorious about it is it's in the sign of Pisces, the unknown. So a round of applause to all of you guys that have made through this test and this journey, not knowing the end results and still not knowing necessarily, but look, you got rewards there. And going into the 1 year, 10 to the 1 is fresh new start. And you got to treat it so. You have to treat it accordingly. So anybody that's right now and you're feeling like you're getting another chance. You feel like you want another chance. You got it. Especially in the area in your birth chart says Pisces sitting, especially in the area of your signs. And I could go even further. If you're a heavy Saturnian person, or, we have some aspects going on there, especially in those places, because a lot of you guys are here at a time where you're supposed to have these awakenings, right? And if you get a chance at a new beginning, don't waste it. Really cherish this. Try to cherish the new beginnings. Try to cherish the rewards. Try to cherish your awakenings and your developments as much as possible. It's like I told you, because you still see people running, right? You still see people running. And I've been saying this for years. Back when COVID happened, it's happening all over the world because there is nowhere to run, right? So we have those individuals that say, hey, you know what? I'm not running. I'm going to stop running and I'm just going to sit here and face myself. It's nowhere that you can go in the world to where you can outrun these situations, karma, our evolution, right? And some of you guys don't understand the milestones the huge developments you made, being able to break down karmic, generational curses, generational structures, spiritual blueprints, fighting against entities, fighting against attacks, right? Some of you guys don't understand that was hard to do. Some people don't even understand that this is what they were doing, that this is what was happening, but it was. Okay, and without further ado, so make sure you watch the intro, and I'm going to be reminding you guys when you go look at each sign to definitely come back and watch the intro if you want to get some more insight on what it is that I'm talking about. And as I go over the up and coming transits, because look, we got Mercury going direct in the sign of Scorpio on the 29th. All right, I'm not covering that. I'll come back to cover that. It started in Sagittarius, it retrograded in Sagittarius, and then it then it retrograded back into Scorpio, and it's going to go direct on November the 29th. More big developments as far as mental transformation. Okay? Because I keep telling you guys, I keep saying it, and I will keep saying it. And I don't think that people understand that, how I work. I am a time person. It's nothing but time to me. I don't look at it as a rush. If like right now, if something happens, I'm like, okay, you know what? It'll get resolved in the way that it needs to. It's a time thing. Because this transit's playing out. And some people, they want to skip past the hard parts, but it doesn't work that way. They want to hurry up and get through it. They don't want you to, they're like, okay, well, if you don't point A, B, C out, then, it doesn't exist and I don't have to acknowledge it. Yeah, you do. We all do. But you don't get it's a method to my madness, because what we're ultimately doing, we're ultimately coming into consciousness and understanding our first of all, our human blueprint and our spiritual blueprint combined is not separate. This is where we get duality from, because human beings separate themselves from spirituality. They separate themselves from it from their soul, and then they make it mysterious. They make it something outside of themselves, right? When really it's a combination. With that split of duality, it breaks us down. That's why we did the fall. It breaks us down and minimizes ourselves. We're not living up to our capacity. When we merge principles, we operate different. We operate consciously instead of subconsciously. It's a very powerful place to be. And like, I'm going to go more into details. I'm telling you, when I drop the blueprint for you and to have more understanding, and like the course, I don't know if I'm gonna put it in a book form or course, but that is coming and you'll be able to purchase it. Okay, that's coming sooner than later. I feel like it'll be perfect timing if we can have this out by January the 1st, since we're on the energetic one. So that's definitely coming. But like, I want you guys to understand the concept, like everything that's going on and why we're doing what we're doing. And when it's, the whole thing is to be people that don't want to know. It's like, oh, I want to know because it's negative. It's not negative. It is the truth. That's a difference. Being negative is me coming up here saying, okay, you ain't never going to be nothing. You ain't never going to be nothing. You won't ever be nothing. You ain't nothing without me. Some of y'all take more abuse from your partners and people that you're in relationships with. That's negativity versus me coming, giving you information that's going to help you. The truth. That's it. And that's all. If you can look at it like that, and I get it, because when we're going through the muck of it all, when we're going through hardships, the last thing we want is for somebody to tell us that that's what we're going through. We may not even want to acknowledge it at all. But it's not me trying to be negative or impose negativity. The truth, the Bible says this, the truth shall set you free. All right. But I'm proud of y'all. And the developments that could come from this particular transit that's happening right now, okay, on November the 27th. I think it's just, it's interesting how like alignment happens like that. On the day where it's like a lot of us, or many of us, doesn't have to work, and we could take time to get ourselves to think, get ready, be around family, be around friends, however that goes, enjoy ourselves a little bit, regardless of what you think this day is or how you celebrate it. But it's just so interesting to me, like how it lines up with a significant transit like Saturn direct and Pisces. You see this also changing belief systems, but don't get it twisted. Saturn is a physical sign. It could be very materialistic, but it's spiritual first. And a lot of Saturnians know this because of the struggles that Saturnian dominated or rule people, even if it's in your chart, and where it's placed at, go through. Which meaning, and evidently, we all are going through it. Sometimes the prolonged wait and patience that people have to have in certain areas, right? And to get that patience and that wisdom, you have to have gone through something. So Saturn is definitely a spiritual planet. It's definitely a spiritual source. But you have to understand, Saturn, even more so than more so than Mercury, Saturn rules the overall concept of duality. That's why it gives you have some people that sacrifice. And they're like, they're operating off their low levels, and they're like, okay, I'm gonna sacrifice these people or this thing over here to get what I want in a selfish way. Then you have other people that sacrifice their time because they're just like, okay, well, I'm gonna put in this work because I want to get what I want, but I don't want to harm other people in the process. You get what I'm saying? I'm sacrificing some type of way. You're sacrificing, but when you bring it back around to duality, it's almost like our soul split from ourself, and our disconnection from that is what we're building back up to, but is what is keeping us locked in and keeping us locked into repetitive cycles of karma. Because you start acting out, because remember, Saturn's like, okay, well, when you learn it, you learn it. All right. But you start acting out and replaying and really systematically behaving. But it's deeper than that, because if you're locked in, whether you're in spiritual form, physical form, and you have to come back and you're re-experiencing something and you're re-experiencing something, the thing about it is it's in your energetic blueprint, in your DNA, energetic DNA, right? And because of that, we're more likely to come back and repeat patterns until you learn it and change it. We see this in our health. You, like a person that is possibly struggling with some sort of significant illness, and God bless you, because that's not my judgment. I'm just saying, even with people that's experiencing obesity in families, or just other genetic autoimmune, it doesn't matter. What you see is a process of patterns. Okay. And all of these can be changed, and it's a word for it, because especially in people with autoimmune, it's like you can not reverse. We could say reverse, but it's another word where it's deactivated or something like that. We can see this happen for people. Through the use of a lot of biologics or medicines, but it can be done without that as well. But I'm not telling people not to take their medicine. I'm just saying that it can be done. And what happens is it's a remission. So there's remission and then there's healing or whatever altogether. But what happens is through time, the patterns, because each ailment, each thing that we experience means something that our soul is experienced in a damaged way, and it's playing out physically, right? So when we start to break down those patterns and we start to do things different, operate differently against what it is that we're reflecting, or what's being reflected back to us, and we're accepting, okay, let's break these patterns, let's do things differently. You see your body through the brain, the signaling of the brain, because the brain is like, hey, I'm trying to protect you, but I don't know what to do here. And it's like all out of whack. You see the body and the brain align together. Okay? And that's where healing takes place. Okay, I don't want to harp on that, but y'all know I always got to do an intro. But Saturn direct in Pisces solidify a dream. And you go to your particular sign or whatever you want to watch, and let's see where your dream is solidified, and you are going to possibly receive huge rewards at. Okay, so thank you. Like the video and subscribe to the channel, because I'll be back. Okay, Aries. All right, so it's not for nothing here. You turn spiritual more than anything right about now. And you have been going through this healing process for the past, 2.5, 3 years. But it really now starts to make sense to you. It really now starts to add up for you. And it's not a common sense thing. This particular isolation that you have felt, even amongst other people, it could feel like things are being taken from you. It could feel like you're isolated, and it could feel that you're going through a lot and life is heavy. And for different reasons, when you look at the 12th house, you look at you acting out a certain way, being in a certain way, and understanding that you feel a certain way. But sometimes you feel like you don't know how or why. You can't pinpoint it. This particular Saturn direct in Pisces lets you specifically pinpoint what it is. And I'm not going to lie, it comes by way of other people. Yes. And experiences that you reflected on. When I see the 12th house, I can see like a parental situation. I could see it could be a mother, because the 12th house is feminine. It could just be the way, like neglect, or feeling rejected, or feeling that the reason why you at the place that you're at now is because of something that you did not have access to, or you did not connect with before. But this is huge spiritual developments for you. Huge. I mean, out of all the other signs, this is giving a changed. It's like you almost change overnight, because you don't want the heaviness and you don't want the negativity. It's like you accept, and this is powerful, Aries, you accept your experience. Whatever it was that you've been shown, you accept it. And let me tell you, it's a real humbling place to be. Not that you should be humbled, but the type of wisdom that you're able to use from this. Some of you guys can turn into a minister, a pastor, a spiritualist. It's new information that you're coming across. You're being particularly sensitive. You understand how you want to be treated. You see in the dark. And that is something, the wisdom that you gain from this is something that cannot be replaced. And it is big for you because it slows you down. It helps you understand the art of patience. It helps you get back into your power. It helps you connect that soul part of yourself that I spoke about in the intro if you did not watch it. So huge rewards that you do not see coming with this healing, to where you're going to be able to change your life just by accepting and letting things go that needs to be gone, just by seeing it. Let it be pointed out. And then sending people stuff back to them. Understanding, you know what? I don't need to react to this. Usually you could take things at heavy offense and you could be like, okay, yeah, it's time to go to war. No, now you're looking at it as, no, I go to war when I choose to go to war. I do the things that I need to when I need to. And now you're starting to see little things that you could have overlooked before as a strength, as a blessing. Wow. Wow. Do you understand how big manifestation is for you right about now? From Saturn going direct in your 12th house, you have to ask yourself the question. I think what is your next steps? What do you want to gain? Do that thing that comes to you intuitively. Do that thing that's been on the inside of you for so long. It's not for nothing. And it could have seemed that you played or you're the sacrifice of somebody's life, but there is rewards coming your way. So don't you even worry about it. Some of you guys, the type of manifestation power that you're going to see happen in your life, especially from now into the next few months because Saturn's going to go back into your sign. I'm thinking like March, April, sometimes I'm not mistaken. And when it does, you are going to be equipped with what you need to handle Saturn. And a lot of you guys, you're going to get a big, big reward or blessing before this happens. And Saturn is like, okay, I'm going to bestow this upon you, Aries. However, keep the knowledge and the wisdom that you have gained and then move about, because I want you to structureize this. I want you to maintain this frequency. I want you to build from there. Very powerful. You guys have went through a strong spiritual awakening. And there's nothing. I've been there. For the ones, and some of you guys, if you already have, you went through another level of it. That you can handle the spiritual world like never before. I'm talking like you can see stuff and you can transmute it and change it into what you want it to be. That type. For the ones of you guys that's on that level. Okay. But the spiritual awakening, it feels like you just let go of air. It just feels like you're still here. You have your feelings, you have your emotions. You can't explain it to other people. You can't. I think that if any sign that can, I feel like you can in the way that you know how to, interesting enough, I'm definitely going to give an example. I know someone, an Aries that I actually, met through work, that sends this message today to all of us. And we all know the developments of how things played out with her life and a lot of stuff she went through. And she was just telling us how, please, she wanted to acknowledge the people that she cared about, and she was like, and please understand, like, don't take for granted the people that you love and you care about in your life, because one day they won't be there. I was like, wow. Wow. And this is based off, it takes a strong person. It takes a genuine person, regardless of the mistakes that is made in life from that person or what they experience, to experience hardship and then want to still give other people gems to help them. because of what they, and it came in a sense of loss. So some of you guys, if you lost anything, like I tell you, when it even comes to parents and stuff like that, our parents could be physically alive, but they don't show up in the way that we want them to. You can't wear that burden. You cannot wear that burden, or you lose parts of them in the way as you see people get older, we see ourselves get older. Even if the person is still alive or the people are still alive, they take on a different form. Nobody's the same. And it was just pretty powerful because she wasn't trying to say, and you know, me being a person like that, I like straight shooting type stuff. I like real stuff, regardless of whether I want to hear it or not. Nobody ever want to hear, well, you know what? You won't always have that person. You won't always have that situation. You won't always have those people. You won't. And it's true. And a lot of people don't want to hear that. But the fact that she can say that in speaking of the pain, in the midst of the pain that she is experiencing and going through, was nothing but the truth. And that is what is going to heavily bring you guys your rewards moving forward. You got another chance. I don't know if you want to call it another chance at salvation. I don't know if you want to call it another way you're seeing the world. I don't know what it is. You're connecting with yourself, but baby, you about to have some blessings coming to you. All right. Thank you, Aries. God bless. Like the video, subscribe to the channel because I will be back. Taurus. Okay, so what's up, Taurus? If you have not seen the intro, go check it out because I do a little spiel in my intros and it helps you guys kind of stay up to date and connected with what the overall theme is playing out and why we're even doing these transits in the individual signs. Okay, so go ahead, look at your sun and your rising. Whatever you want to look at. I don't really care to tell people to look at their moon. It just depends if you want to. But if you want to say, whatever you want to look at. It depends on your level of knowledge or the way that you take things in. Me, I don't like a bunch of different things. You know, I don't like a bunch of different directions to go in. So I'm probably going to stick to my sun and my rising. However, some people, your moon could be like, for instance, let's say you have a Cancer rising and a Cancer moon or something like that. The moon will definitely resonate, or something that's in trine or sextile type energy, that would definitely resonate with you. However, yeah, you can look at the moon to see, okay, well, how would I personally feel about a lot of this stuff? But really, how it's playing out, sun and rising. All right, so let's check this out. You have this in your 11th house, okay? So Saturn going direct in your 11th house, you're definitely manifesting something that is and getting big rewards in the type of support that you have, new friendships, or people even realizing that you are a valuable asset to them in their life. And why is this important? Because you are building and coming across new networks, new networking affiliations. And this is you when it comes to organizations, affiliations, and getting what it is that you want. So something that you wanted or you wish for, or you want to see happen in your life, you can get it. Where it seems like you could have been isolated from your friends, or they didn't understand you. No, they didn't understand you, Taurus, because they did not understand the trajectory that you were on. You did. You seen and you made the choices that you needed to make for yourself because that's what you had to do. And when other people didn't believe in it, that was them. You had to move yourself away from them. You had to keep going. And people didn't understand, well, why were you isolating them? Why were you letting them go? You could have even said yourself, well, why is these people isolating me? Or why are they letting me go? Because when we are developing in life in a certain area, especially where Saturn is transiting, Saturn is putting us in a predicament. And Saturn is like, well, I need to isolate you. Okay. I need to isolate you so you can see the real. And we're going to see if you're going to stay true to yourself. And because you did, not only do you now have people seeing the truth in you and seeing that you were an ally all along and seeing that what you said, what you stood on, what you wanted is coming true. They want to rejoin the team, but you have new people coming in and they're going to want to join your team. Baby, Saturn also rules Aquarius, the 11th house. And let me tell you something. Saturn likes being in the 11th house. And Saturn in Pisces is about to show you every step to take, the right people to talk to, the people that's going to help, the people that's going to support. This could be even you networking and expanding your network. This is you learning information and skills that you need in order to solidify and make your dreams come true. The things, the knowledge that you did not know before, that people could have tried to hold against you or that you had to learn about, is something that you can apply and use right now, moving forward, to begin again to get that fresh new start that I talked about in the intro about year number 1. So something that you wish for, I don't care how small it is, it's coming true. You have a new confidence, a new level of confidence. You understand how to navigate the unknown. You understand how to maintain yourself in the unpredictable nature of life. Uranus done went back and was transiting you again, baby. And let me tell you, it's going to bring huge, huge developments for you. Let yourself network. Let yourself expand. Use different perspectives whenever you can. Let stuff go that you don't need or that's holding you down, and watch how things start to work in your favor. I will be back because I have other chances to cover. But enjoy. Some of you guys have relationships that was put through the test and they're about to come out to where you stuck by each other and you want, because whoever this is wants you. These people, they want you in their life. Wow. Okay, Taurus, thank you. Like the video, subscribe to the channel because you know I'll be back. Woo, Gemini. I was waiting to get to you. There's a couple signs that I'm happy for right about now. That this transit, I know the signs that everybody went through a thing or two. But trust me, by watching all this play out, I know the signs that has struggled so much. And you're one of them. And let me tell you, I'm so happy and I'm so thrilled to be coming here to bring this to you. Gemini, you have Saturn. Can y'all not feel it? You have Saturn direct in Pisces, going direct in Pisces, happening November 27th, in your 10th house of career, public image, structures, developments, legacy. And let me tell you something. Your career, if it has not for you guys already, you're going to get another chance. You're going to be getting spared somewhere or another. You're going to get another chance because if you did not look at the intro, go look at the intro. Year number 1 is coming up. Beginnings. Use it to your advantage. And you can start now. Because over the next it's already been, rewards is brought to you, but Saturn's going to go move into Aries officially in March, April. Be on the straight and the narrow. Get everything you need to get together now. Okay? Do everything that you need to do now. Start working. Even if you working, keep working. Make the changes. This is the time. Make the changes that you need. Do what you need. But let me tell you, huge development in career. So some of you guys, your career is going from one level, one place to another. You know what happens with that? Your ability to make money, income, is going from one place to another. If you have multiple streams of income and you look at that as your career, it's going from one place to another, a higher development. And publicly, some of you guys is either going to be getting known on a massive level. People know you. Word of mouth. People are talking. Oh yeah, this person. I think who we need on the team. We need this person. We need Gemini on our team. And some of you guys have been struggling a lot with your public image. Some of you guys have been struggling a lot with your career. And since this is the 10th house, and baby, people see you, they're going to still talk. Yeah. But let me tell you something. You have officially been crowned. Because look, the 10th house, kings and queens, baby, you have officially been crowned by Saturn for withstanding humiliation rituals, people coming at you, attacks, lies, gossip. And you did it standing tall. Even when you wanted to fold, you didn't fold. See how that works? Even when you wanted to fold, you didn't fold. And this is because you knew what was true for you. You had already got the blueprint. You already went through what you were shown that you should do. You followed what was inside of you. And it is called being in energetic alignment. And heavy is a head that wears a crown. Even if you are a Gemini, to where you have took so much, you just did not know how you were going to make it. You did not know. Pisces here, it could have been tears. Pisces here, you could have felt lost. Pisces here, you knew that you were experiencing challenges. You don't know where it was coming from, possibly. Enemies. That's right in your face. Whatever the case, befriending you, enemies, situations not working out. But let me tell you, you now see clearly. You know what next steps to take. You are confident in those steps you're going to take. It is supported by Saturn. As a matter of fact, for some of you guys that's already laid your foundation and you thought it was about to crumble, it's not. It's about to go to the next level. Some of you guys, and I know, like I talked to a few, some of you guys, there is something that you have that you can work on, that you can do, that is going to create some sort of legacy for you, that you're going to be known for, that you're going to be successful in. But you got to take those steps. You have to take those steps, and it's going to develop quicker than you think, because you have Saturn support here. A dream job, a dream career, a dream business. In Saturn's 10th house that it rules is being bestowed upon you. And let me tell you, this time around, don't bend, don't fold, don't cower down, don't limit yourself, don't stop your shine because everybody else around you don't understand it. Adjust the crown. I'm not going to ever say don't make advancements, don't make adjustments, don't better yourself. I will never say that, because we live, we learn, we grow. But I will say money, respect. I don't know why I'm hearing money, power, respect. If you're eating right, money, power, respect. If you're sleeping right, money, power, respect. You see it a lot. This is what you get. This is what is coming. This is what is coming for you. That's just dope. Like I'm happy about it. And you're being seen. Everybody is seeing your dreams come true. Everybody is seeing the power and the protection that you have on you. And it's not by mistake. I told you. We are in the age of Aquarius, and Gemini plays a huge part. If you look at all the signs, you look at the air signs. Aquarius is kind of is there. We're on the edge of Aquarius, but Aquarius is like could go too far, too much on one side, too much of an extreme that other people got to adjust to. And they just like, okay, what's going on? And they don't like sitting here having to teach people little things. It's like, baby, people, get it together. Libra has to learn who they are themselves. They have to learn who they are outside of other people and stand in that. So, Gemini is the sign that is individualistic, but understand people and human behavior, already works with a partner. So Geminis can detach from people and just interact with themselves, want to look into information, intellectual, can teach and communicate to other people. So yes, you would be a sign that's heavily used to help other people understand the new energetic wave. Some people can look at you as an op for it. Some people can look at you as just a bit like, wow, the best thing since sliced bread. You're helpful. You're intellectual. One thing about you, though, they got to respect you. You demanded your respect. It doesn't matter how many times they came at you. It doesn't matter how many times they tried to take you down. You demanded your respect. So you have developments, huge developments in career and notoriety and public image and something that you're building. You have invented your legacy and you're being nudged to do so. Now, I get it. And I'm going to come back for these transits. So you got to like the video and subscribe to the channel because I get it. Uranus is moved on retrograde back down there to your 12th house, sitting there in Taurus. It's a spiritual thing. That's how you're being protected. No matter what happened. It's a spiritual thing. You went through some sort of healing, some of you guys. And because of that, you use that fuel not to be defeated, but to take yourself up to the next notch, to be like, it's like using pain to your benefit. And let me tell you, oh my God. Woo! If they didn't know, now they know. If people did not know, now they know. They know who you are. They know the part that you play. Even if they don't know the part, they don't gotta know the part. They don't gotta know everything about you. But let me tell you something. What they do know is that they was wrong. A lot of them. They didn't know what they were seeing because a lot of with Pisces energy and that 12th house energy, you've been doing working on things, you've been understanding things, you've been dealing with this stuff for a while. So when people see you, they're gonna like, who is this person? Like, oh, who's this new person? What are they doing? It's like, no, I've been this person. I've been this. Only thing I had to do, I had to polish myself up. Okay, Gemini. A dream in your career is about to be solidified, and you're about to have huge rewards in your 10th house. All right. Like the video, subscribe to the channel because you know I'll be back. Cancer. Hi, Cancer. Okay, so for you guys, you are having Saturn go direct in the sign of Pisces in your 9th house. This is big for you. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you are going to break free in ways that you never have before. And you want to get as far away as possible. Okay? You want to get far away from possible as the life you knew, as what you were attached to. And I'm going to tell you, because many of you guys, you're trying to be supportive. Many of you guys, you couldn't help the situation that you were in, but you see bigger, better. You see progression as your asset. You could have been confused about what that looked like before, but now you are getting clarity on what is the best moves for you. And let me tell you, if you can do this, because this is travel. I see you guys, you wanting to travel, you wanting to have new experiences. You seen where you were sheltered in. You seen to where you were stuck to some sort of life. And now you don't want to be. And this is huge, huge, huge. Some of y'all are going to, you see, like, okay, where I'm at, I don't want it. I want higher education. I want to move out of this situation. Some of you guys, you want to move out of your local environment and you want to go somewhere else, far away. Do it, Cancer. Do it, because you want to have new experiences. This is travel. Some of you guys, you have a place that you want to travel to that you are about to solidify. You're about to get. And there's huge rewards when you break free, when you move forward. Go. Live your life. Don't look back until you have to. You're not leaving. Listen. Cancer, you're known for attachment. This is the biggest detachment that you're going to do that changes your life forever, and you're not going to regret it. And you have the blessings bestowed on you by Pisces. I don't know if somebody offers you something by way you're going to be able to get this and do this and live your life in advance. Some of you guys might decide, okay, you know what? It's time for me to go to counseling. Some of you guys might decide, yeah, I want to, whatever that thing is that you think that you need to do that's going to change your life for the better. Do it. You have outgrown your immediate environment. There are rewards and advancements waiting for you when you leave that. There's nothing that you're leaving behind. The people that are there, they're going to be there. Be bold. Be brave. I keep telling y'all. And hopefully she's watching, like the Cancer that gave me some advice on one of my videos, because I'm taking it. But I'm telling you, I told y'all, I have been telling y'all, I was like, all the other signs, I told them to go sit down and shut up. Sit down. Listen to what's been told to you. Cancers, I said, no, you talk, you live, you show, you do, you be you, because that is what, for so long, you watched what you said to people. You have humbly took in things. You have supported people that you loved and cared for. But you look and you see that you are a very big part of breaking huge generational karmic patterns. You are. Wow. That's big. It doesn't matter what part of 2026 it takes place in, as long as you do it. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter what part, because remember, we're going into a 1. As long as you do it. Some of you guys, you start to get fearful because it's like, oh yeah, this is too much, this is a lot. But you know that it's inside you, and I'm telling you, there's huge rewards. You're going to solidify a dream that you never thought that you could live. It's going to just work out. You're going to be living a life. You're going to be traveling and having the life that you want. You're going to be possibly helping others, counseling others. For some of you guys where you got to get that credentials. For some of you guys where you got to get that degree. For some of you guys, you got to get that licensure. For some of you guys, you have to get that LLC. For some of you guys, you got to get that, what is that called? When you join the flight memberships. For some of you guys, you got to get your boarding passes. But let me tell you, the new experiences that you are about to have, the people that lost you or the people that you had to break free from, it's going to be one of those things where they're going to miss you. They're not going to want you to go. But the changes that you have, you're definitely going to be able to be in a position where you still help others, and you're going to help others set themselves free. You're going to be in a position to where people might, especially as some of you guys that move or relocate or do whatever you're doing, you're going on trips, you are going to help other people travel to places that they've never been before, trying to come see you, trying to be involved with you. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Okay. All right. So Cancers, thank you. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Go check out the intro if you need a little bit more understanding about the development of the transits. And I definitely will be back to cover more transits that's coming up and how it's affecting you. Okay, so Leo, you have Saturn direct in the sign of Pisces in your 8th house. Wow. Wow. Now, where do we go from here? Because, you know, you're one of the signs I have been working on. To try to get you to understand the type of changes that you're making in your life. To get you to understand, to get you to know that I know that making these changes is not easy. And let me tell you, anytime, because I'm giving you a caveat, anytime we're dealing in the 8th house, Pluto, Scorpio, anything, you have to understand that changes will come to us whether we like it or not. And it can happen through things in our immediate environment that we cannot control. Right? Same with you. And you know, the thing about it, I know, because some of you guys, we're going to go here because this ain't the time. I'm going to show you what rewards are going to be brought to you. But let's go. I got to break it down for you. The thing about it is you're going to be experiencing changes and you're going to continue to experience huge changes. Even when they seem small, they could be small to everybody else. Every change affects you. Especially when it's outside of your control. But let me tell you, these are huge emotional, psychological changes. So that you can consciously be aware of your manifestations. We have people that know how to unconsciously manifest. This is for you to be consciously aware. And you do it through healing. You do it through realizations. And you do it through transformations. It is something that is calling for some of you guys that could be big in business, big in financial pursuits. There's a caveat. Okay? Because some of you guys, you're going to be receiving, it depends. If you're going into a marriage or something of that nature, because some of you guys might be looking at marriage and the developments of that, that means that there could be an increase in your money or your finances through your partner or through that marriage. Okay. Through you contracting with someone else in some sort of way. Okay. So business, some of you guys might be need to look, you're limiting yourself because you're operating on this isolated island, but you need other people. You need to, for what you're building, you could use, there's other people that are involved or could be involved. And another thing, you know, I feel like a lot of you guys know, maybe you don't feel like maybe you know, but there's some leeriness because, and you keep avoiding that thing that you should do. You know, that thing that's going to bring you money. You know, that thing that's going to get you into an intimate relationship or a marriage, a bond, whatever the case may be. Those things that you need to do, you know that you want to do it. You feel it there intuitively. You see the changes that you're experiencing on emotional, psychological level. However, you're leery because you want to stay protected. So you try to still do those same things that you typically do in order to keep things intact for yourself, in order to not be hurt. But let me tell you something. Leo. Life is about experience. Life is about growth. Life is about challenges and overcoming those challenges. Life is the game. And nobody is without changes. And we do not get through life unscathed. Pain is the greatest weapon that we can have. Ask a Scorpio. Pain is the greatest weapon that we can have. And sometimes we got to be willing to let go and allow the pain to happen. Because on the other side of it is a powerful transformation, a powerful life change. And you know what? This is the thing. What you're going to realize is that you hold a lot of power. Some of you guys, you're going to be realizing it today that you have more power than you thought that you have. Other people can see it, but they feel, well, Leos, I don't know, because you keep self-sabotaging. And some of you guys, you're playing too small because maybe you're dealing with feelings of embarrassment. Maybe it's something about insecurity. Maybe you just don't know how things are going to play out. You're playing small, and we need for you to get on the team, the big team. We need for you to play big, like you know your power. And we don't need for you to minimize yourself. And this is the thing, because you're able to bring people together. But you have to understand, Leo, that you don't need to be known for it, for what you're bringing. You don't need to be known for it. You just need to do it. It benefits you. More money for you. So you might look at it as you solidifying somebody else's dream. Like, okay, well, how is this happening? How is this Saturn benefiting me? I'm solidifying other people's dreams. I'm solidifying other people's accomplishments. Yeah, but they need you to. They want you to. Because you get a reward in the process. You get something out of it in the process. Now, let me tell you, because maybe somebody's dream is having a divorce, and you giving them that, or they giving you that, solidifying your dream. It's a reward. You get a reward out of the deal. Maybe the case goes in your favor. Maybe you don't walk out empty-handed. You get what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, is going to go inside of your favor. It's some sort of return that you're going to have. But your Saturn and Pisces transit going direct is so emotional, impactful, powerful. It's going to be something that you're going to have to take a step to take it all in. It's very powerful. It's very emotional. It's very transformational. I'm talking about to the point of where you are going to find some sort of energy or something that you're going to do that's going to change. You're going to change the way that you think about something, or you're going to change your, how you affiliate yourself in certain situations and the intimacy of that, because you're going to understand the power that it holds. So you're going on a deeper level. You're expanding in your finances. I can only come here and tell you the truth. I can only come here and tell you the truth of the transits. You're getting and you're releasing yourself out of debt. And if some of you guys have a dream of a business, of a successful business, you're going to solidify that. Maybe it's not the business. Maybe it's not what you thought it was in the way that you thought it was going to come. It is something that you won't allow yourself to embrace for some of you guys. And for others of you guys, you are. Because this is good when it comes to financial returns. It's something that you can market. It's something that you can do. It's something that you can help heal others. If you want a way, and it's something that happens by way or through you healing yourself, because we cannot ignore the fact that this is the 8th house. We cannot ignore the fact that Pisces is sitting here in Saturn. We cannot ignore it. But let me tell you, whatever you become aware of, either you did it or you're about to come aware of something that has been holding you back so much in a way that it has, or that you're not acting on. And when you come across it and you recognize what it is, this is going to transform your life in a very powerful way. It don't have to be seen by others the way you're doing it and how you're doing it. But it's still taking place. That could lead to huge financial rewards. It's fine. It's good. Next June, we're getting you to that one. We're getting you to the one. I'm telling you, do not sleep on this transit. The 1 year, go watch the intro. 2026, Jupiter is moving into the sign of Leo in June. Big developments, big changes, blessings, luck on your side. Listen, all of that. Maybe marriage for some of you guys. Changes in that status, the marital status. Being able to work on marriages, heal marriages if that's what you need to do. But big developments for you on your money and financial situation. This is not the time to necessarily fight for something that you don't need to. This is about personal development, because the way that you can come back, the way that you can make the changes in your life, I'm talking like people probably won't even recognize you. This is a very serious transit. Okay, because this one was heavy. This one was heavy, I know. But like I said, and this is a way, like in the ones of you guys that's working on trying to recover from debt, like get debt and stuff how should I say, get that corrected and get that under control. That opens you up. I mean, I can see some of you guys applying for business lines of money, and you have to get that straight. Like, you have to go through the protocol to do it. Like, okay. All right. So thank you, Leo, for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, because you know I'll be back. Okay. So hello, Virgo. Virgo, you're having a Saturn direct and solidifying a dream. Huge rewards when it comes to your 7th house of relationships, partnerships. Some of you guys are being very popular. Okay. Some of you guys, you can see you're definitely becoming popular. People know you when you're gone, when you're missing. They're just like, okay, so where's Virgo? You make a very big impact. And this is the thing. Because you typically look after other people, and you typically are able to remove your emotions out of the situations to do it. And then recently, you have been MIA, and you have taken a lot of your focus and you put it back on yourself. You have developed yourself. Now you're at the point to where the self-respect came first. Now you're at the point to where other people are starting to notice, like, wow, where's Virgo? And they're starting to notice things that you said, what you meant to them, and how they fumbled it or mishandled you. Now, this is very, very, very good networking energy, by the way. Very big in your 7th house. 7th house, some of you guys becoming famous, some of you guys becoming known for something that you do. This is also maybe your partner, somebody that you're married to, in a relationship with, in a friendship with. It doesn't matter. A parent, even a child, could be solidifying some dream of theirs where it brings them some sort of developments in their life that affects you in a positive way. And you can see this as some prayer or something being answered in the nick of time. Some of you guys could possibly be coming together with your spouse, or meeting the person for you that you're possibly going to get married to, or you're able to straighten things out so that maybe something relationship like it was going to take a wrong turn, but you're able to work through those issues. Now you're talking about marriage. Now you're talking, whatever it could be. Maybe some of you guys, if you're pregnant or something, you could be a stay-at-home parent for a while. Get yourself together because your partner or whoever you're with is going to help you. If this is basically, even if you're a Virgo to where you are, because like I said, your dream partner, I never said perfect, but a dream partner, somebody that you are on the same page with, somebody that can help you. It could be something that you're solidifying right now or bringing in, or they could be receiving huge wins or bringing that to your life, huge rewards or bringing that to your life. And if you are a Virgo to where you're just like, well, there's a significant situation or there's something that I want to eliminate out of my life because I don't need it anymore. You're able to do that. And this is big wins for you. It's a big reward for you because you freeing yourself is putting you in a position to where you can align yourself with what it is that you need. The right people, networking circles, the right friendships, the right relationships. But even if you need help, somebody is going to come in to support you. Some significant situation, even if it's a job, somebody's going to come and vouch for you. They might speak for you. They might be like, oh, Virgo, actually, I feel like you should hire them. Oh, yeah, actually, I feel like they should work on our team. You should put them on your team. They're a good person. They do their job. They handle their business. So you're becoming known for this. But this is very good for relationships. Whether it's relationships working out, meeting a partner or a spouse that or rekindling that is a significant relationship in your life. Or removing yourself from them. From something that is no longer benefiting you. But whatever the case may be, when it comes to you and when it comes to other people and it comes to getting what you need and you want out of the situation, that's coming. And Saturn is solidifying that. Everything that you need to see, if it's somebody that's working against you, if it's something that that is in the way, that people, enemies, none of that is going to be able to come up against you. Okay. So this is like definitely heavy protection, but you get rewards. You're going to get supported. You're going to get what you need. You're being known by people. For some of y'all, it's like, oh my God, I could do without that. For networking, for just what you need these people for, because we live in a world and people are a big part of how we navigate it. Okay, so thank you, Virgo. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, check out the intro so that you can know exactly what is going on with this transit. I drop a few jewels and I will be back. Hello, Libra. So I'm back, and you guys, if you have not watched the intro, go check it out because I explain in details about what the significance of this Saturn direct in Pisces is doing for everybody, the collective, like what it's doing and the themes behind it. So for you to just continue on with what I left off in the intro, this is happening in your 6th house of work, of responsibilities, of milestones, of achievements. So I'm not going to lie to you, Libra. Yes, you have a dream solidified at work, a dream job, something that I don't know, maybe you get a call for a job that you really want to do, or you see clearly about what that is. Because maybe you were confused before. Maybe it was hard for you to make a decision. Now you are making a decision, or some sort of callback is coming, or you see how you want to make your money. And let me tell you, because like I said, if you look at the intro, I talked about how this particular Saturn direct in Pisces is just taking us into this new start, because Saturn is going to move into Aries around about March, April time span. I'll be back when that happens, but that is next year, 2026. Which is a number 1 year. So something that we want to start, the place that we really want to be, where we really want to end up, in putting forth that energy towards that. That is what you're realizing. That is what you're understanding. That is what's going to happen for you. So you solidify some sort of dream job, huge rewards at work. I don't know if it's recognition, something that you've overcome, the way your work ethic, or where you see that where you're at is not, it's not where you want to be. Whatever the case may be, you figure this out and you make changes here. Because when you do make the changes, or when you do discover what it is for you, how things work for you, where you really want to be, whatever, it's going to bring huge developments and take you to the next level in a way that you could not imagine. And I'm not gonna, it's with it, it comes with its work. And maybe some of you guys have put the work in, but I just kind of feel that a lot of you guys are at a place to where you know that you don't want to be where you're at. There's a possibility. And it really just requires you making a decision, Libra. It's up to you. However, some of you guys might determine, well, I want to go further, right? And it takes work. It's paying off for some of you guys. For the others of you guys, you're going to embark on this. And there are huge rewards, huge developments, your dream job, the type of money that you really want to make in it for you. But something could be coming. Saturn could be dropping you off a huge responsibility that you like, that you want. Okay. It's because everything that we do requires our work, right? Requires our work ethic, requires us to take care of our health, requires us to make those changes. We want to make money. We want to handle our responsibilities, right? So, but with doing that comes the reward, comes the benefit. And I'm going to tell you, I think that a lot of you guys realize something, that the things that are not working as well. And a lot of you guys realize where you put in a lot of energy and you're not getting what you want in return. And you want to see that change, right? So definitely this is more money for you guys. You've been playing small. You've been limiting yourself. And I told you, for months, I have told you guys that some of you guys are meant to do something big. I don't know. Go the highest that you can in school. Possibly traveling, right? Possibly, I don't know, becoming a doctor, becoming a lawyer, becoming a counselor, becoming someone that, do things that other people in your family have not done or accomplished. I told you guys that. However, it takes time and it takes work and it takes dedication and it takes a lot of you guys understanding what decisions you're making for yourself versus how you're holding yourself back for other people. This is what you're realizing. And you're seeing that how you're holding yourself back for other people is not getting you what you want. The only thing that it's doing is making you feel trapped. There's huge rewards when you break free from that. When you work on the things that you want to work on. When you discover what that looks like for yourself. It don't mean that you can't have partnerships. It don't mean that you can't have relationships. It just means that you are putting yourself in the position to win, to progress. That's what we're doing. Now, mind you, Uranus is sitting there in your 8th house in Taurus. It retrograded back. It was in your 9th. It done retrograded back in your 8th. Because this is personal. This is emotional. This is psychological, the changes that you're going through. It's not anybody else's journey. But other people, somebody else that you're intimately attached to. Remember, intimately attached to could be a relationship partner, but it could be other people. It could be a parent. It could be something that we are debt. It could be debt. Things that we feel that we owe to other people. That you more than likely have to free yourself from. And it's not an easy thing, but there is money there. There is big business there. There is powerful changes there. And if you didn't see it before, or you've been ignoring it, you're not going to be able to ignore it any longer. And you're not going to want to. That's the thing. Saturn is like, Libra, we got what you want. We got your dream. We got the life that you want. It's going to work for you. But are you going to embrace it? Are you going to do it? Are you going to live it? Are you going to take advantage of this? All right. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, because you know I'll be back. Scorpio. Hi. Okay, so if you did not check out the intro and everything that I had to say about this transit, how it's playing out and how it's overall affecting us, like what is the meaning? What is it showing us? What are we doing? How are we developing? Then stop and go check it out. Or either you can check it out after you listen to this part. It's up to you. But it's pretty significant. And I like to, some kind of way when I'm doing my intros, I put jewels in there that it's just intuitive. Y'all know y'all like intuitiveness, right? Okay, so without further ado, what is this? What is this going on for you guys? And let me tell you, I did a caveat. And I said that there's a few signs that I have been seeing the developments, and I actually could give credit for, that has actually been putting in the work and making active changes. And you know, this is so crazy that you're one of those signs. You are one of those signs, and you would think Leo was. And I have been shocked about the developments of how this has been playing out. And Leo has been one of the ones I didn't really understand. I knew that they were fixated. I knew they were a fixed sign. So are y'all. But the way that they are, and the way that it's all been playing out, I'm like, wow, you know, they ain't trying to budge. They still over there trying to be all happy-go-lucky and pretending and play. But y'all, I'm like, dang, okay, so Scorpios is coming through and showing up like they want something different. And I told y'all, because I've been every time, if you have not caught my themes, I work off of the transits, and I work over time developments. And it's a storyline. It's a game to me. It's a storyline that keeps playing out. That's all that I see. And if people understood this, they will remove their feelings and look at it that way. And let me tell you, I told y'all, I said that a lot of y'all are equipped with the potential to make lots of money, to have a whole network program, something that you're intellectual in, something that maybe even if it's not about just intellect, because y'all could go both ways with that. Something that is it's intuitive for you, some sort of skill that you have. I said this. I done gave the insight, and even for Drake. Okay? But you're waiting for permission. Right? You were waiting for permission. You were trying to play it safe. I'm like, you can't play it safe on something that you already come equipped with. And I said to you guys that I just in understanding why that y'all probably would feel feelings and fear of failure, embarrassment, all of that. And let me tell you, over time, y'all have been put in situations to where you had to, in order to live your life, in order to be involved in the situations that you want, in order to get you here, this very moment I'm about to tell you about, y'all had to face the embarrassment. You think it's embarrassment. The rest of us think you're just living life. The rest of us is like, shake it off. Y'all had to face the fear. You hear what I'm saying? You had to live. You have to live without asking for permission to live. And let me tell you, Saturn goes direct in Pisces in your 5th house. And it's a hard angle. It's one of those angles. It's a what's that, semi-square, a quincunx, because Pisces and Leo are quincunx, but it's an energy that works together. You hear what I'm saying? It's hard getting here to these developments, but it's an energy that works together. It shows you everything that you need to see. It shows you everything that you need to see in order. This is good. I told you, information is power. When you know something, you change your life. You have access to money. You have access to people. You have access to resources. Resources is the big thing. That's coming up for y'all. Resources is the big thing. And I said, the only thing that you have to do is free yourself. And guess what that means for y'all? The only thing you have to do is live your life. That's it. You will literally be getting paid and advancing through living your life. It ain't about what you like to do, this thing where you attach yourself to this one person, this particular identity. Nope, it don't have to be that way. The only thing you do is limit yourself. And this is the universe. It wants you to have fun. The universe is like, wants you to embrace it. The challenges, what may fail, what may succeed, whatever. And just do it and be it and live it. That, in that spot is where happiness occurs for you. In that spot is where you live and you thrive and you feel like this is where I'm supposed to be. Not coveting where somebody else is. Not looking and saying, okay, well, it's working for them, why it ain't working for me? Because that's not where you're supposed to be, my dears. No, and guess what? The good news for you, you already recognize that. This is why it's working for you. The good news is that the fact that that's not where you're supposed to be, because you got your own lane. And where you're really supposed to be is going to work for you. Saturn goes direct in Pisces in your 5th house of Leo. Attention, recognition, and even more on some sort of skill that you have, some sort of talent that you have, more confidence. Because if you can't feel it, you're going to feel it. If you can't feel it, you're going to feel it. This is individual. This is an individuation type thing. This is an individuation type thing. Do you guys know the power of individuation? If I'm not saying it right, y'all know. Carl Jung spoke about this. It's a major part of soul awakening and identity that we could ever have and do. It's one of the last parts that we go to or go through to spiritual advancement. And you know why spiritual advancement is good? Because there's nothing that nobody can do to take away from who you are and what you're doing. Nothing. So I'm going to tell you, because I don't think it's a secret that Scorpios is definitely the original queens and kings of the zodiac. You have Leo in your 10th house. So you're already known for stuff. But see, it's a part of yourself that you usually present that seems put together. You got it together, reserved. Still be reserved, but understand that was an image. That is what you do when you want to be seen a certain way. That is how you're told to be, how you're expected to be. It's not your truth because really you're hiding the rest of what that looks like. You're hiding what that is. Individuation, bring that back up to your 5th house, is experience. It's still the house of Leo. So it's experience the king and the queen effect from another level. No one, the 10th house is you king and queen because, you know, your mother or your father or you married into some sort of lineage and these people had to crown you. Okay. You might not even wanted to play that role, but just because you come in that bloodline, okay, we're going to crown you. And this is what you're supposed to present yourself as. You sit there and you look cute or you look like you want to look and you just be there. Just go through the motions. People are going to respect you. If not, you're going to off with their heads until you scare them into submission. No, this is different. Because the 5th house is personal. The 5th house is when you crown yourself. It's like, well, they could give me the crown. They don't have to. You could put the crown on, you take the crown off, and you could go amongst the common folks because other people respect you for you. You see what I'm saying? Other people admire you. They want to be around you. They want to be attracted to you, or they are, because not out of fear. See, that's how people usually operate with you that don't know you. Like you want to scare them into submission. No. You don't want that. You don't want to have to do that. So it's they're around you, they're about you, they're into you, they're attracted to you because of you. Because of you. So it's something that you're developing, or it's something that you need to do, something that you solidify. I don't care what that time. You could be a person, you could be a Scorpio that is good at talking to people, but you solidified it through going, you're like, okay, well, I want to get paid off of this. So you talk to people through something online, or you go and you get a counseling license, or you go, whatever it is that you're doing, right? Whatever that skill is. And some of you guys is multiple skills. Some of you guys, you've outgrown something and you got to go to the next level, or you're going to pick up something else. Okay. And Saturn solidifies this. You might have not known what that was, or you did know, but you were playing safe. And now you see you can't, because whatever trajectory you were on, that's coming to an end. So what is next? So what is it? Keep telling you, what is that for you? What is your image? Because if you can pick what that is for you, that could be so unique that other people, that's something you can sell to other people. That's something that other people want to interact with you with. That's something that's going to attract spouses. You can't attract the right people for you in your life if you're not showing up in the way that you're supposed to, because they're not going to know who you are. Huge rewards for you knowing what that is. Huge rewards for you showing up as yourself. Huge rewards for you expressing yourself. Not that refined that I'm not going to speak up. No. You have not. See, they want to get mad at Gemini for opening up our big mouths. But let me tell you why it looks like magic for a lot of us, even when we're going through trouble. Because it's a mental thing. And you have not because you ask not. And you are stuck because you're waiting for permission to be you. And Saturn is going to bless you when you follow your heart. Saturn is going to bring rewards when you invest in your talent. It's going to bring help when you thought you didn't have it. When you express yourself. Because people don't know. It's like, it's like y'all are the new Leos in a way. Isn't that interesting? So y'all are supposed to be fun. You're supposed to be fun. You're supposed to be adventurous. You're supposed to be standing out here being unique. And darn it, because you're Scorpios though, you can go out there and you can actually make money. Do it. I'm talking about on a whole nother level. You know what's so funny? And I'm going to say this, I'm not trying to come and give personal examples. But my brother that's a Scorpio, always was able to draw. I'm talking really, really good. And my cousin that's a Scorpio. I'm talking like for hours. And I have another brother that can draw too, but this one, the one I'm talking about, specifically the two Scorpios, theirs was different. It's like there was a talent, but y'all know how y'all get obsessive with stuff. It was like, okay, taking time with getting in there with accuracy and precision, like erasing stuff, making the lines and the curves right. And I just always felt, I was like, she's still talented. And one of my brothers ended up going to college to do, back when you had to actually go to people to make your websites and stuff like that. And then that kind of fell through because, hey, we advanced. We didn't need to go to people to do the website development and stuff like that. The way that the software is, you could just go online and put things together and there goes your website. So he fell back into, actually, both of them, like, they make decent money, but they could be making more. And, I was trying to, because, when things pop up into my spirit, after visiting with my brother one day and, hearing him talk about the job he's on, kind of feeling stuck and different things of that nature. And I'm just like, but it's like, he's actually a talented person. So one day I just randomly messaged him, I didn't get no response on it because he's been, I was like, I gotta think about this. I don't know how to respond. But I was like, have you ever thought about going back to school or something like that? Even though that's not what it has to be. I'm trying to get the wheels turning in his mind. And you know how y'all try to block people out from that? Like, don't be in my mind. No, let's get the wheels turning. And he probably didn't want that because he's doing what's safe for him and his family, whatever he thinks. But I'm just like, no, there's something else. Like, no, that's not where you're supposed to be. And I noticed it. Like I told you, I noticed it in Drake. I just noticed it. I'm just like, no, you could be making with your talents alone and creativity, and because he's funny too, but I'm just like, you could be making way more money. Possibly even a business. You may not even need to work a job at all, really. That I'm just saying that I tried to put a bug in his ear. I tried to, get him to thinking about what else that looks like for him. And he could definitely continue on with school. I'm not saying that he can't. That was just what I said. Everybody don't have to do that. But the point that I'm trying to make is I'm trying to help him understand, like, break free and understand what it is. Look at what it is that he wants. It's for y'all. It's something creative that some of y'all can do or you are doing that you're going to see whatever that is, if you do go in that direction, or you haven't, or you, whatever that is, some of y'all could be like some sort of designers. Some of y'all got some sort of art talent. Some of y'all has got some sort of creative talent. Some of y'all just need to follow your heart. Some of y'all, you're waiting for somebody else to tell you what you need to do, but it's there for you. Okay, fine. Have that to do as a fallback on. But some of y'all is there. But you got to be brave. You got to be confident. And some of you guys, you're going to see like some sort of confidence stir up in you that you never had before. It's there, but it's like going to actually come out. And you work for it. You work for it, doggone. I'm telling you. And I know, I get it. Because y'all are like, I don't like that fake, smiley type. Everybody, we are the world. Nope. No. You're bringing a darkness. You're bringing a shadow. Some of you guys, you're bringing your edge to it. That still operates as this transformative thing for other people. But that doesn't mean that it can't be fun. That doesn't mean that it can't be, and you say, okay, so what's so fun in that? Because we're all, let's say you bring something to the forefront that is in a comedic way, but it's something real about it. It's like you're dropping jewels, insight at the same time. That's taking something that is your skill, your talent that you can do with people and you can do with yourself that helps other people, but it puts it in a way to where other people don't feel drowned out or heavy or stuck to their shadow or stuck to their the experiences that they had. They feel like, oh wow, you know what, there's a way out of it. And it could be something simple. Like, I know it could be something as simple as maybe a skill you have or a talent you have or something like that, to where I see people that be literally straight up, not that you're doing this, but I'm saying that dances online or that cooks. And it'll be something about the way that they do it or something about the way that it individually presented that where I like, even if I'm having a bad day or a heavy day, I might smile or laugh at it and it lightens up my day. But they didn't know that. They don't know that that's what they're doing. They're just being them, is what I'm saying. And like I said, it's some sort of confidence that you're going to have. There is something about you that's embracing your own life. Like you went through too much for some of you guys, or you've been stuck and you've been hidden, or you have repressed yourself. You have set yourself back. You have stayed complacent for too long. Lighten up. There's big rewards there. Huge. They're gonna have fun. Live a little. Don't be trapped. Live a little. I ain't telling y'all to go out and be arrogant. But be arrogant. It's really confident. Because a lot of you guys put up you come off as mean, like a defense mechanism. You're trying to protect your feelings. You're trying to protect yourself, your image. For what? Why? Why are you trying to do that? You're embarrassing yourself even more by trying not to feel embarrassed. You're creating yourself in these emotions of jealousy or of spite, of resentment. Why is my life like this? When you're not really embracing what could be, what you could be. You might be the one that needs to reach out. You might need to be the one that needs to be like, hey, let's set this up. Let's do this. Let's do that, because you want to do it. But you're not expressing that that's what you want to do. So because you're not, you're settling for what is given to you. See what I'm saying? This ain't me telling you off. I'm being real. Instead of just being like, you know what? I'm not holding on to this. I have other things. I'm not improving myself. I don't care what it looks like. Okay, whatever. Yep. Imagine if Drake would just be like, oh yeah, he beat me. Kendrick beat me. Kendrick, he told me like, oh yeah, he. But he didn't. I'm not dead. Why? I don't even need to engage in this word. Like, go off and do something else. Don't try to get him back. Don't try to act like you're still the greatest of all time. And who cares? You're not Drake. You're not in that area. But don't sleep on the fact that Drake holds whatever he does bring to the plate. Daggone it. They could say he was biting off of people's songs, which is, we don't want to do that. But I'm just saying, they could say he was biting off of people's songs, and he, like, what they thought that he wrote, he didn't, somebody else did. But let me tell you, who he brought it to the way that he was, how he presented it. Evidently, it was more powerful than the people that could actually really, those people, even though we know the truth about who they are and they was ghostwriting and all that, they still not fame. And fame ain't everything. But I'm saying, they still not be able to do necessarily what he does when he's able to connect with other people with how he does. That's his individuation. However, he's taking it and it's not really authentic to him. It's like, okay, can we take it up to the next level? What does that look like? Even if it's not up to the next level, what does it really look like in his space? Who is he? We don't want to see somebody else that he could be. We're tired of seeing that. We want to see who is he. And the dude still got some comeback. Let's be for real. It's Drake. The only reason why any of it is relevant is because he keeps making it relevant. He keeps fighting a war that he don't need to be fighting. Okay? You lost. Defeat. You was embarrassed. You didn't like it. Who cares? Nobody really wants him gone forever. Like, let's just be serious. I don't care what they say. Okay, so I use him as an example. But to say this, confidence goes up a notch. The way you express yourself is different. You want to solidify this dream of who? Being able to be you, being able to live life, being able to follow your heart, being able to just get and receive, right? And receive just by being you. And not care what other people think in the process. Of course, you're going to have respect for yourself, because you're not going to be one of those people that's just out here doing whatever. I don't think that. No. However, I'm saying it feels good to just be what you want to be and just own that, live in that, have what it is that you want, demand it, command it by just being you. Maybe some of y'all help other people find that in themselves. Oh boy. But it's going, like, the way that some of y'all can take this one little thing and expand on it is going to be crazy. All right. For the ones that you guys can do that, but definitely, yeah. You know, good. That's good things coming. That's good things coming. And let me see and I'm going to, that transit. Yeah. Uranus is in your 7th house, back in your 7th house again. So you can't depend on these people in these situations to make your decision. You have to do this based off of you. Okay, so I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna stop there. All right, so thank you, Scorpio. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, because you know I'll be back. Hello, Sagittarius. Okay, so Sagittarius, if you need to go look at the intro, you definitely can. And just to see really how this transit is playing out and how it's going to be affecting you, or just all of us in general. This part is just a little bit more personal to the signs, but it doesn't necessarily explain in the way that I went into details about Saturn going direct inside of Pisces and about where we're at in the world and how it's affecting us all. So if you want to take a minute to go look at that, go ahead. If you want to look at the intro after the video is complete, you can do that as well. But without further ado, Saturn is going direct in Pisces in your fourth house. So some sort of solidified dream of security is coming to fruition. Maybe you guys are moving to a new home. Maybe you guys, you have been feeling disconnected from yourself or with what it is that you're doing, and you're getting that momentum back. It's now for a while, you've been thinking about security. What makes you secure? For some of you guys, that could be working from home. For some of you guys, that could be having your own business. That could be you reconnecting with your family, you making a family that works for you. But it's all ultimately security, personal, emotional security, financial security, however you want to put it. Saturn could be solidifying that for a lot of you guys, whether that is you guys making, maybe getting married or something, and combining families is making you stronger in relationships or with support. The support is there. And it's like Saturn is literally supporting you. Okay. However, security with self-security and assurance is the area of focus, and huge rewards here. Huge rewards here. And there's nothing like it, because personal security, because you could have been feeling insecure about decisions that you want to make, standing on that, owning who you are, regardless of what other people could be thinking about it, or regardless of how other people feel. And you're doing what makes you feel good, what makes you feel sure of yourself. And it's going to pay off. As a matter of fact, it could be paying off now, because you have huge rewards in this area. And you need personal security, and you need to feel sure about what it is that you're doing in order to keep you going. Now, I will tell you that in your sixth house, Uranus is there. So this is going to be good, because there's shakeups happening. There's changes happening. Things are unpredictable at work. But one thing's for sure, with Saturn here, it's not going to completely knock you off. It's not going to knock you off. You're going to be supported, and you're going to be secure about who you are and how you're showing up, regardless of the changes, regardless of what's going on around you. And this is something that you need. And you're going to be supported. It's going to become clear to you. Look at this as a manifester. What type of lifestyle do you want? What does the house look like? What does the family unit look like? What will make you feel secure? This transit shows you how you feel. And is directly connected to your finances. I am very big on personal vibrations and alignments. And you are emotionally aligned with security, with finances. And you are going to see it pay off. Money ain't real. Money is something, yes, it's a currency. But sometimes when we're putting too much energy into that and not our purpose and not bettering ourselves and not getting ourselves right, it doesn't come for us. It's something that keeps being just out of reach, just out of reach, just out of reach. Oh, you get a little bit, but the rest of it is just out of reach, just out of reach, just out of reach. Now you're focused on your personal purpose, what that means to you, and what do you do to get it and obtain it. That's what you're going for. And you're about to see, and you're going to be seeing, you get a huge reward in this area. All right. Thank you, Sagittarius. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, because you know I'll be back. Capricorn. Hello, Capricorn. How's it going? Okay, so if you need to take a minute to stop and watch an intro about what my breakdown and my take on this particular transit, go do that and then come back and watch the video, or just go check it out after you watch this video, after you watch this part. Okay, so Capricorn, you have Saturn going direct in your third house. Wow. Okay, so this is another sign that I've been telling y'all. I've been trying to help y'all break free. I've been trying to give you the 411 on how these transits are playing out and what you can do to embrace it. So you will be another sign that this is good. This is good. I'm going to tell you why. First and foremost, you want to connect to something, right? Some of you guys, you could be getting advancements, or you could be moving about in your local environment, connecting with people that you have close relationships to. But there's something different. It's your perspective about how that is, and the role that you play, the part that you play in official affiliation to these people in these situations. Because this brings you more present to your environment, present to your surroundings, but the way that you think. Now, what does that mean? So, definitely some relationships getting solidified here, but especially with siblings and stuff like that. But the biggest thing is dealing with your mind and your thought process. And there is huge rewards. First of all, manifestation power is crazy, because anytime you have Saturn sitting there with the mind, this is about actually bringing in ideas to physical form. Like, you could think about something right now and then do it and make money off of it. You can want to navigate this world, like have different experiences in this world, and think about it and actually do it. So you have to understand that your words are very, very powerful right about now. Your thought process is very, very powerful right now. And you can choose, because remember, the third house is about choices and having choices. So y'all got options, baby. Don't limit yourself. Understand you have options. And you can choose. Do you want to look at things from a restrictive, limited way and viewpoint and live that way? Or do you want to expand? Do you want to see the multiple possibilities and expand and allow yourself to be in the moment of what that looks like? Follow your intuition. Understanding that things are not always as they seem. Because when you get that understanding down pat, things are not always as it seems. That means that, this may be occurring physically, or it looks like it is, but I don't have to act on it. I can make something different happen for myself. And that's you opening yourself up to limited possibilities. That is you being in tune with the soul part of yourself, the spiritual part of yourself, that in alignment with that in a way that you never had before. So this could be new developments, insights, spiritually, learning spiritual knowledge, metaphysics, understanding this about manifestation, understanding that you are not just this physical self. Therefore, your mind plays a big role. So how do you relieve yourself of that mechanical, restrictive mindset that keeps you stuck? For the ones that want, then new insights coming, new developments coming, new offers coming, options, possibilities. That is what's being granted to you. That's your reward. Especially if you have been working on yourself, you have been working on the way that you see things, the way that you do things, the way that you speak on things. And maybe some of you guys may vocalize yourself more. Maybe you could be a teacher. Maybe you could be a broadcast, like a commentary type person. Maybe you're somebody that has some sort of spiritual knowledge or some sort of skill, something that you can do that you can teach other people. Good for networking. Free your mind. Don't be so shallow. That's the song that comes up in my mind. And let me tell you, a lot of y'all are about to free your mind in a way that you never have before. And don't you worry, you could do this because Saturn is there. Saturn is going to anchor you. So this is not you spending energy on frivolous conversation and meaningless stuff and people and fly by night ideas. No. This is something that actually you can use to benefit yourself. And I'm telling you, for you Capricorns, Capricorn risings, your thought process and your words are everything. Don't believe me? That's up to you. I have tried this. What you tell yourselves, what we tell ourselves is everything. I have been in situations to where I have felt defeated. And you know what I tell myself? In situations where I felt rejected. And you know what I tell myself? I am somebody. And I am worthy. You hear what I'm saying? I might be experiencing this, but this ain't the end of me. I am great. I can have what I want in life. You understand? I don't have to struggle. I don't have to keep living out these cycles and these patterns. Because sometimes when we're experiencing life, our words and our, like what we tell ourselves is all we have. That's all we have. Because it boils down to either we going to wait until somebody else tell us that then it may never come. It may never come in the way that we want. Or we're going to tell ourselves and we become that. I promise you. Because what we think about ourselves is a lot of times what other people think about us. Unless we're just a horrible person. And we're out doing harmful things to people. And still those type of people sometimes get that respect or get that from other people too. It just depends. But it's something about the fact that people could tell us that, but we can respect it. We can appreciate it, but we don't need it from other people. They can tell us and they can acknowledge, but we don't need that from other people. It's a power in that. Rewards coming, baby. Especially when you can start seeing yourself say stuff and then it happens. Okay. Thank you, Capricorns, for joining me for Saturn direct and Pisces transit. Like the video, subscribe to the channel because I will be back. Aquarius, how is it going? All right. So for you, Saturn is going direct in your second house of possessions, of self-worth, of value, assets. Okay. So can somebody tell me and say that you got money coming through or some significant purchase that you wanted to buy or something that you needed the money for? Whatever that is, you are having the money, you are having the funds, you are having the assets in order to make this purchase, in order to pay off something. I don't know what it is that you're trying to do. And your value increases because you've been putting in the work. Okay? You have been steadfast. And it pays off. And Saturn direct it is clear to you that you understand your worth and you understand what you're not selling it for. And you understand where you want to go, what you want to have. Okay. And that within itself is something that other people cannot take from you. Now, the fifth house is known as the house of skills. But the second house is the things that we can do with our skills to earn money, to earn stability. And baby, You got both going on because Uranus is inside of. Well, actually, Uranus was in your 5th house. It moved to your 4th house, but still, it's going to go back into your 5th house because really next year, okay, April, I'm thinking April, when it goes to transit Gemini again, but it doesn't matter. Everything is leading up to that. Remember, 2026 to year 1. I talk about that in the intro if you want to go check it out. So you get some sort of reward, some sort of edge up in stability from Saturn going direct in the sign of Pisces. And something that maybe you didn't have or you feel like you couldn't have, you had to rise to the occasion to understand that you could. And it's been seen and it's been noticed. Good for you. Good for you, Aquarius. So big rewards here because you accomplish something. I look at the 2nd house as milestones. You just had a major milestone. That opens you up to other possibilities. The choices that you're making, how you're accomplishing things, how you're setting yourself up. Now, that opens you up to more possibilities, more than what you think. It's about you, Aquarius. It's about you and what it is that you want. I'm going to keep it short. Okay? Because you got something, and that's coming in 2026. Other transits, I feel like I'll go in more into details, but I'm going to keep it short and to the point for you. Yes, there is something that you want, that you're about to get, or you're going to be going after to obtain it. And Saturn is going to be here to support it. All right. Thank you, Aquarius. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, check out the intro if you need to, and I'll be back. Pisces. Pisces. Let me tell you. If they thought that you were gone, if they thought that you were ruined, you were taken out, they thought wrong. Because with Saturn in your sign, you're about to make some big moves, or you have. You got to see it. Did you see it yet? Have you seen it, but then you talked yourself out of certain things and you keep procrastinating because you just, it's like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can get this. I don't know. Yep. Did you see it? That's the question. Because you are about to embark on something that you really want to do, that makes income, makes more money, that also could be something that helps other people, that could be something that you pass down. It rewards for you working on you, for you understanding the lessons that you had to understand, and you, after going through these lessons, making decisions. And these weren't easy decisions. Some of you guys, you had to remove yourself from certain things, certain situations, certain places. You had to challenge and overcome your fears, right? You had to work through a lot of emotional components of this all. You had to go without. You had to do without. You had to suffer a little bit. You was challenged. But you stood your ground. And that's what's important. You stood your ground and you made selective decisions that showed yourself, because it wasn't about showing the world, even though you did that you matter, that you stand for something, that while you're supportive of others, you will not do so to your own demise. And you put that energy into staying strong, building, working on yourself, making tough decisions, putting yourself first, understanding the lessons, seeing them, facing them, and you get a huge reward. I mean, all the way from just feeling different, being able to hold your head up high and be like, yeah, I'm here in what? Making serious, long life changes and going after what it is that you want and getting it. Overall life change overhaul for yourself. It's bittersweet, I know. But it doesn't take away from how far you've come, where you come from, and what is next in your life, what's to come for you. And it's good. It's stability, emotional stability, money, finances, creating something, generating something, building something of your own, building something that even if other people are involved, you have a part in it, a stake in it. And a lot of you guys, you get freed from something that's been really holding you down, holding you back for a long time. All right. Thank you, Pisces. Go check out the intro if you have not. If you like to see a little bit more in details about what it is that I talk about and what it is that I discuss about these transits and about this particular transit. All right. Like the video, subscribe to the channel because you know I'll be back.